Hi all. Um, so nice to be together on this call and meeting and getting ready for our fall season. Kind of feels like we're already in it from this weather this past week, which is great. I know that there's a few more people that are going to be joining, so thought that while we gave them a few minutes, won't give them that many because we want to be mindful of all your time, but maybe like a little um, icebreaker. Or also, I know that a lot of you haven't met Rebecca yet. So Rebecca Bresla is new, and this will all be part of the presentation. But as we are waiting, um, why don't we share what our favorite fall sport is? So for me, it's bocce. And can't wait to see our athletes in action and excited for the second year of our Staten Island bocce event. And obviously, of course, the Fall Classic and the Inclusion Cup. Don't be shy, jump right in.
I mean, I can go as the new person. I'm definitely excited for Bocce. That's a new one that I haven't seen yet, but I think I'm the most excited for soccer. My sister used to play growing up, and I think that I used to think I was her coach because I acted like it, but I wasn't. So she never liked me being at her games. So I'm excited to be at someone else's games who will want me to be there and where I won't be acting like the coach. Should I popcorn it? Should I pass it to someone? Vance, I see you smiling. So yeah, I'm
That's
hitting
crazy
you.
because I just unmuted because I was going to volunteer myself as but so my favorite fall sport is bocce because I'm just intrigued by it. I like seeing the excitement for the folks that like just started and don't know it, and then they have it and they get, it's one of those things where I get caught up. I'm a fan of sports, so I usually don't have a problem liking the sport that I'm watching or understanding it. And bocce was like absolutely new to me in the last couple of years. So it's like I was excited before I even really understood it, and then like I was learning it, and so whatever. It's near and dear to me. E, you got next.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tag along with the bocce crew. I really enjoy bocce. It gets really intense and it's easy to pick up and play. So bocce has I'm with Team Bocce. I'm gonna pass it on to Lindsay.
And we're gonna break the thread. I do love bocce. I love our bocce team name. Shout out Staten Island. Um, but I gotta go with cross country. Especially we got a brand new cross country team this year, which is super excited. And then I got my own team, which is always exciting.
Hey, Lindsay, pick somebody from the crowd. Let's get the coaches involved.
Let's see. Speaking of cross country, New, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, yes, of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Nhu, and I will be hopefully joining this fall on the cross country team in La Bronx. I think this was new, so I'm very excited for that. I I think I joined in a little bit later. Is that all for the icebreaker introduction? Okay. Yes. Hi, everyone. Happy to be here. Was I supposed to popcorn this to someone? Okay, awesome. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna popcorn this to Fatumata. I just spoke with her on the phone today.
Yeah,
Great meeting you. Finally seeing you virtually. With face
likewise.
to face.
Hey everyone. Most of you know who I am. Fatsumata. Favorite fall sports? That's a hard one. Probably soccer. I like the physicality of soccer, the competitiveness, so definitely soccer. We'll start in like 1 minute, so sorry for the wait, everyone. People are still checking in. I gotta pass it off. Sorry. I'm gonna pass it off to Joanne.
Hi, Helen Settles. I got in on the phone number, but not the Zoom. Okay.
Hi, Helen. All right, we'll get started. Let me share my screen. Give me one second. Can you all see my screen?
Mm.
Yes, no. Okay. Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Yes, no.
I
What happened?
can't. I'm on the phone, so I can't
Helen,
see it.
we'll share out a copy of the slides so you'll be able to review it after.
Thank you.
You're all good. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for taking the time to meeting with us today to go over our fall coaches meeting. I'm glad that you all can join us today. Today we're going to talk about, preparing for the season, keeping you all informed on any updates that we may have this season, and also just continuously making sure you all feel supported throughout the season. At any point you're confused or have questions, feel free to write anything in the chat. I have my colleagues looking at the chat, but you guys can interrupt at any time of the meeting, and yeah, we'll get started. Thank you all for coming. So here's a quick look of what we're going to cover today. I'm going to provide you all with a little brief of our regional staff who works with us, some new members, review any club expectations, club management, and go over any competition schedules and updates regarding that. Also, we're going to talk about state games, the criteria of advancement, and I'm going to wrap you all with just a thank you to all coaches and some, new fun updates that I'm excited to share.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here as well. Okay. So this is an overview of some of our regional staff members. Throughout the season, we're all here to support you. Every single person here plays a big role in what we do, whether that's overseeing competitions, helping out with school community events, or just simply supporting each and one of you. So don't ever feel like you can never reach out to anyone on the staff. We're all here to be a resource to you. I also want to introduce you all to our newest colleague, Rebecca Bressler. She's a program specialist. She recently just joined my program staff for the past couple of months, and she's amazing. So if you ever get an email message from her, don't be afraid to respond. She's actually pretty great. So definitely welcome, Rebecca.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here and to meet everyone in person.
Yeah. All right,
And
training club management. What happened? All right, so as coaches, communication is key. I want to make sure that each of you guys are making sure that you're communicating with all the Sony staff, specifically Lindsay and myself. We try our best to, check in with you all throughout the season, but let us know if, if anything is going on, if you need anything. We definitely love to hear what's working for you all and what's not working, and also just making sure that, we're implementing the right program, and we're also, abiding by Sony rules. So if there's anything that you guys ever want to address, feel free to always reach out to Lindsay and I, but always make the effort to communicate with us as well. Next, make sure that all of your certifications are up to date. I know you guys are aware that we just moved into a new portal, so take the time to make sure you familiarize yourself with it, and making sure that you are staying on top of anything that's up to date. And also to add on, if there's anyone there that is volunteering or coaching on a consistent basis that is not certified, please make sure they get on the COE as soon as possible. There's no way there should be any uncertified adults that should be practicing with the team. So just make an effort to make sure that everyone is certified, just because it is required by requirements. So yeah. And lastly, I already sent out our fall action email. So make sure that you're filling out your rosters, your equipment requests, and all that. Please try your best to fill it out as soon as possible, because competition is coming up. So we want to make sure that every team is, obviously in order, have everything they need, and also just making sure that they're competition ready as well. So making sure that you're communicating with all of us consistently, and making sure you're submitting all your stuff on time, and remaining up to date to all your certifications. Any questions, comments? If you haven't gotten anything, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll make sure that you receive everything after this meeting. All right. Our athlete registration updates.
Yeah, so I'll hop in here. Um, so we've updated our paperwork recently. So we're no longer going to be requiring physicals from the doctors. This is more just for you guys to know in case any of the athletes ask. But a part two of this is soon we're going to be moving our paperwork into a new system. um, we're going to have a totally new paperwork process. So we're asking coaches that even if your players need to be re-registered, um, don't fill out a new set of paperwork for them. We will be rolling out a new system probably beginning of next year. We're going to have all athletes have access to their paperwork where they can go in and update the necessary forms. If there are new athletes, reach out to us directly and we'll send the proper paperwork that needs to be filled out. Every athlete that's practicing, though, needs to have paperwork. So if there's a new athlete, we'll send you the paperwork. If it's an existing athlete who just needs updated paperwork, has passed kind of the timeline of eligibility for their current paperwork, don't worry about re-registering them now, and we'll be sending out instructions on that a little bit later.
Yeah, and then basically to add on to what she just said, no more paperwork, ladies, or everyone basically. So no more physical copies, no more having to carry those binders. So basically everything you need will now be on that COE portal. I think this is going to be great because one, it's more efficient and it's easy for everyone to use, and everyone will be able to access it online, whether that's someone's care manager, parent, guardian, or even simply a coach. So definitely keep an open mind about this. And I think this will be a great transition for us to eliminate some of those barriers that, we've been dealing with for the past couple of years. So keep an eye out for that, keep an open mind, and also keep a big eye out for any of Rebecca's emails in regards to like filling out that new paperwork that'll be coming out shortly. Any questions about this, comments, concerns? I take that as a no. All right, next we'll talk about our fall season schedule.
All right, competitions, everybody's favorite part. So for the fall season, we're starting off with the Long Island Region Fall Classic, which is going to take place Saturday, September 20th. We're going to be offering golf, cross country, soccer, bocce, and softball. Lunch will be provided at this event, and the registration deadline is due Friday, August 29th, which is this Friday. Then we have the New York City Region Bocce Cup, which is taking place on Sunday, October 5th. We are back at Monsignor Farrell High School. I'm excited about this one. This is year 2 there, so it's a great event. If you didn't get a chance to attend last year, make sure you sign up this year. The registration deadline for this event is on Friday, September 19th, and it's just going to be bocce. And then to wrap up the fall season, we have the New York City Region Fall Inclusion Cup taking place on Saturday, October 11th. We are back at Randall's Island, and we're going to be offering bocce, softball, and soccer. Registration deadline for this event is Friday, September 19th as well, and the lunch plan is to be determined. Just please look out for our competition memos that we send out. We send out these updates, so just be on the lookout for any updates we send before these events. And make sure if you need transportation for any of these events, you send your request in to me so that I know you need transportation. And please be sure to fill out your registrations all the way through, even the date of birth, but that stuff is important. We need the registrations to be filled out completely.
Thank you.
Yeah, so one more new thing that we're working to implement this upcoming fall season, is we want to start having surveys and feedback forms after our competitions and after the full season wraps. So just a quick overview, some of the goals of these surveys are to receive tangible feedback from various groups that we work with, so that we can streamline and optimize our events, make our events the best that they can be, and make sure that everyone is benefiting from them. Learning about some of the needs of our athletes and our coaches that maybe we aren't currently meeting, and figuring out what we can do to better address those. And then also just collecting information about like the general impact of our work and the partners that are assisting us and how we can make sure that we're utilizing them to the best of our ability. And how our coaches can support. So all of you guys can encourage athletes and your other coaches to make sure these surveys get done after competitions and team events. Be honest, be thorough. Everything actually makes a difference, and we want to know what you guys are feeling, what your opinions are. Push us again to be asking the right questions, push us to make sure that we're addressing the issues in the right ways and the ways that are making sure that you're getting the most out of these programs. And reach out to us. We're totally open to any specific questions that you think could be helpful. If your athletes are maybe not understanding the surveys, or if they're coming to practice being like, these are annoying, that's also useful feedback for us so we can figure out how to tailor them, how to make it so that people want to give this feedback so that we can, you can help us help you at the end of the day. And you guys all do so much. So we want to make sure that it's really being the best for everyone that it can be.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. We're going to talk about state games and the process for that, eligibility for that, and also what's the process that we're going to be conducting this fall season. All right, state games eligibility. So first up, you must request for allocations. You guys all received an email earlier. I know those of you that understand this have already submitted an allocation, but for those newer teams, when it's time for you to potentially compete at this higher level, you have to make sure you're submitting a request for allocations. Next up is you must be training and competing locally, which most of you all are doing, but this is important because you can't just train all season and not go to a competition. You must go to a local competition in order to qualify for state games. So if you're confused about that, let me know and I can go over that, separately in a different conversation. Next up, all coaches must be up to date on training and certifications. Most of you all are, which is great. But for those of you that may have some newer coaches, please make sure you are on top of your certifications and trainings because it is a hassle to chase after coaches for state games to make sure everyone is up to date. Next up is all athlete and uniform partners paperwork must be valid and up to date. I know we just mentioned that no more physical copies. Please still make sure you have everything on hand somewhere. Until we fully transition, everything will be in the COE, but as of right now, continue practicing, have it all with you and making sure that every athlete has something on file and also saved somewhere, whether that's online or in a flash drive, just making sure you have all that. And last but not least, your roster must be submitted. There are a lot of few rosters that are missing. So if you haven't sent yours in, please send it ASAP. It is due on September 1st. So if you have not submitted your roster and you submitted an allocation for state games, you will potentially lose your spot. So please make sure you send it in. If you know you may be late as well, at least try to communicate with me or Lindsay about that so that, we have that, back our minds knowing that you're going to submit it or turn it in whenever. But please make sure to get it in by the 1st just because fall state games is around the corner and deadlines are really tight. So if you don't have it in, you may potentially lose your spot. Any questions about this? All right. So state game selection process. Some of you guys are aware about this, but in this process, we always have an opportunity for each sport to have 2 different pools. It's either a results-based pool or a randomized pool. We thought of this last year in our coaches committee because we believe that one, we want to make sure that as a sport organization, we're maintaining that competitive nature, but we're also providing opportunity for athletes who may not be as competitive to have the opportunity to go because, although we are a sport organization, we are still providing opportunities for athletes of all different levels and athletic abilities. So for those of you that don't know what it is, a results-based pool is when it's a pool comprised of all medalist winners in all divisions at a local competition. So in other words, basically it's all those gold medal team winners, for example, at a local competition, whether that's Inclusion Cup, Fall Invitational, whatever local competition it is for that season. A randomized pool will just be any training club that has fulfilled all 4 areas of eligibility. So that last slide where I went over all the eligibility, it's just any training club or team that has, filled out and fulfilled those 4 bases of eligibility. And within those two different pools, things will be randomized. And depending on the slots that we get, does depend on how many pools we have. But we won't go too specific unless once we know the spots, we can, go over which spots will be which. But it depends on the season and also the sports. And if there aren't any competitive results ever available for any sport event or sports, we will just go randomized. So that will always be the last minute default. If you have any questions about this, let me know. I can go over this more clearly. I'm just throwing a lot at you now so that you have a basis of what it is, but it doesn't get more specific and complicating as we go into each sporting event and depending on the slots we get from our HQ. So for this year's Fall State Games, we will be conducting randomized pool for all sports. Due to the timeline of Fall State Games and also our current timeline in local competitions, we're unable to use local results. So because there aren't any results available in October, we cannot use any results. So that means everything will be randomized. To add on as well, if you are a training club that has requested any skill spots, please make sure you send names to myself and Lindsay. We need that information as soon as possible. So if we don't get it by the 1st or at least the next couple of days, you will potentially lose your skill spots. So Mambas FC, Bronx Eagles, and Brooklyn Limers, you guys need to send some skills names to us as soon as possible. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. Any questions about this? Thoughts, questions, concerns? So yeah. All right. Our next topic. Does someone say something?
I'll let her know.
Okay, thank
I'll
you.
let her know.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Danny.
Okay.
All right, our next topic we're going to discuss is coach appreciation. So as program staff, we recognize that, we can do better in appreciating you all because we honestly do appreciate you all and everything you do, for Sony and our athletes. So this year, we're going to take the time to do things differently. Every season, we're going to make an effort to appreciate every single one of you, whether that's through events or, having something for you all. But for this year's fall, we're looking to plan like a fall season paint, sip, and mingle where, we have a relaxing evening where we can unwind, connect with each other, and just show you all our thank you for everything you do. So these are the 4 proposed dates that we're thinking of. After this meeting, I'm going to send an email and a poll of where you can vote which day you prefer. We want to get this on the calendar as soon as possible so that, you all can plan the attend. In this event, we don't have all the details just yet, but once we know, we'll share it all to you all. So whenever I send that email, please fill out your availability. We're going to choose the most popular date, but do what you can if you can attend. If not, we're still going to make sure we appreciate you, whether that's, do a no or something we give you. But regardless, we want to make efforts to appreciate you all because we really do appreciate everything you all do. Is there anything any staff want to add in regards to appreciation?
Whenever we send that poll out, please make sure you're check in with your assistant coaches, make sure that they get that as well.
Yeah.
Our head coaches are incredible and you guys work your butts off, but we want to make sure that all of our coaches are recognized, all of our coaches are appreciated.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. And then one more thing. So sorry, did I go too far? Oh, no, I did. So we recently just made it to the final stage of this Imagine Award. So basically, this is an organization that focuses on providing nonprofits the opportunity to win money and also just give them the recognition that they deserve. So we just became a finalist. We will appreciate you all if you guys can take time to vote. It takes about a minute. After this call, I can share the link with you all. I can share in the chat after this once I unshare my screen so you guys can vote. Perfect. Thank you, Lindsay. So you all can vote. The voting will be open until September 19th. So you can vote one time per day, ideally. But if you have different email addresses, you can, put in a vote multiple times. But one vote a day will be nice. I know on my calendar, I have it just there every day so I can put in a vote. But it'll be amazing if our organization could win this award and also, have a chance to win $3,000. So if you all have a chance, donate if you can. Yeah. I donate the vote. And thank you all for joining. I appreciate you all taking the time. As mentioned in the post-survey email, I'm also going to This is a QR code of the actual poll survey. So if you want to do it now, you can. But if not, I'm going to send this link as well in the poll survey email, so you guys can, give us some thoughts and also fill out your availability for coach appreciation. Other than that, I'm excited for this fall season. I think it's going to be great. I'm excited that we have a new team that's joining us, and just us growing as an organization and as a team. So thank you all for what you do, and I'm excited to see you all at our local competitions. So yeah, thank you. And I'll be here for questions at the end as well.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I saw
Thank you,
that
Caitlin.
to join like state competition, you have to competing. Are you talking about the coaches? Or
The athletes are competing. No, you're all good.
okay, thank you.
No, you're good. It's a good question.
Why are we competing?
I'll stay on if anyone has any questions, comments, any updates for me. If not, we're good to end the call.
Yeah. Tomorrow, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Helen. What's up?
Okay, so when is the, you have to have, what is the fall games again? Bocce, softball, and what else?
Which competition are you talking about?
I'm talking about the state competition, Randall's
Oh,
Island,
states?
all of those.
Yeah, they're offering bocce, unified bocce, cross country, equestrian golf, traditional soccer team, soccer skills, softball team, and softball skills.
Okay, so
Yeah.
soccer also.
Yeah.
Soccer and softball.
Yeah, you all good.
Now you say the state competition this year is going. When is it going to be? The actual date?
I believe it's the 18th and 19th. I'm sorry to put the date up there. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure.
Correct.
Oh yeah, 17th to the 19th. Yes, correct. Sorry, what'd you say, Helen?
Of September. Of September?
Of October.
Okay, this is October 17th through the 19th. And where's it being held this year?
It's gonna be in Glen Falls, so like Albany area.
No, I've been there before. Glen Falls, New York. Okay. So they're gonna have unified. Is this unified bocce or unified softball?
Unified bocce.
Okay, unified bocce, cross country, soccer, and softball skills. No team competition?
What'd you
And
say?
softball.
Mm-hmm.
There's team competition in softball.
Yes.
Okay, that's it, right? Just softball? What about soccer?
No, and soccer too, Helen.
Okay. Just trying to figure. I haven't received any emails, so I don't know. I just found out about this from Guatemala. Okay.
Any other questions?
I assume Joanne Sertle got all of this.
Okay, thank you, Helen.
Yes, we sent it to Joanne and Christine and all of our head coaches for the fall season.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Great job. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you all.
Good night. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.